with it being Christmas time, figured we might as well do a special. I've done Power Rangers, I've done Ninja Turtle stuff. I've been neglecting X-Men. That's like one of the main things that I loved as a child was the X-Men. So let's do the greatest Christmas special of all time. Have yourself a Morlock Little Christmas. One issue I had was getting footage to show because Disney has made it a little tougher. With Disney Plus, you cannot screenshot anything on there. Went through Google, I found a few pictures. I got some footage off YouTube. It's not a lot. Just have to roll with it here. This amazing episode starts out with a few of the X-Men decorating the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve, for some reason, singing Christmas carols. Cyclops, who's having a little bit of, I guess, a cold, cannot sing. Or maybe he just sucks at singing. They try their best to get Wolverine to sing along. Of course, he's not having anything to do with it. Wolverine is everyone who worked all year to spend it all on stuff that'll end up in someone else's closet. Gambit wants to spice up Christmas dinner just a tad bit. Jean is having nothing of it.
Just need a little Gambit magic. Little cayenne, little thyme.
If you want to keep that hand, stay away.
Gambit's just trying to help.
The day that I need your help in the kitchen is the day that I stop cooking!
Dude! You still know nothing about cooking no Christmas dinner.
Storm and Xavier, and Storm sensing something, probably guilt, from neglecting her turds in the sewer. So the Morlocks were first introduced in episode 5 of season 1, and the episode was titled Captive Hearts. In that episode, Callisto kidnaps Cyclops. She wants to bang him and have an heir. The X-Men have to save him. But in that episode, Storm stops Callisto, takes her leadership role away from her. However, she does offer for them to come live at the mansion, and they refuse, but Storm's still the leader regardless. And correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't see the Morlocks again until season 3, episode 1 and 2, titled Out of the Past, which is the start of the Phoenix Saga. There's no mention of Storm being leader that I can remember. So we jump ahead to season 4, episode 17, and that's where we are now. So Storm has basically just neglected the Morlocks up until this point.
What is it, Storm? You seem distracted.
I am sorry. I'm not sure why. Perhaps I see Jubilee's childlike joy at Christmas and remember my own.
What was that?
Could we be under attack on Christmas Eve?
So the sirens go off, making us think that we might get a little bit of action in this Christmas episode, but we are absolutely wrong. Turns out it was just Beast, and he just shit all over his little laboratory.
Did I hear an attack alarm? Or would that be hoping for too much?
Now Wolverine is just the Grinch in this episode. He has not got the Christmas spirit whatsoever.
Christmas again. I gotta get out of here. All this good cheer is driving me nuts.
Storm and I are going shopping in the city. Come with us.
Christmas Eve shopping? You're crazy.
Please, Wolvie. For me.
Oh, kid, turn it off.
So Wolverine gets conned into going Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve, which is insane. It's insane to be Christmas shopping 2 weeks before Christmas because everybody is out. But this leads up to us getting a funny scene with Wolverine inside the mall, and Wolverine gets sprayed with some kind of cologne. It's like Jungle Rage or something off the wall like that, which Wolverine doesn't appear to be out of the Christmas spirit because he is actually ice skating. And this is when we get the actual story of the episode, and that is the Morlocks need to get medical supplies to help Bleach. Their little green pal under the sewer probably has dysentery from being around all that shit. And Storm finally takes a little bit of a leadership role, and her plan is to go save Bleach. Don't get me wrong, it's hard to find anything wrong with X-Men the animated series. This show is a masterpiece, but this episode, there's just nothing going on. I'll just kind of run through it from here on because there's no actual footage to show along with it. So they can't move Bleach. If they do, he'll probably die, according to Wolverine. Storm thinks that they can do like a blood transfer type deal because Wolverine's got his healing factor, and they're hoping Wolverine's blood will help Bleach. Oh, before I forget, this creepy looking dude right here, and I forget his name. He can shapeshift. He turns into a table, and then Wolverine has to lay on top of him. Little weird. And you know the little scene with Jean and Gambit arguing? Nothing comes from it. You know, they don't take all that food to the Morlocks. I think Jean makes a comment about it being leftovers, and Gambit gets pissed because his food is not leftovers. If you get a chance and you don't really expect to see any kind of action whatsoever. This is a happy little episode at the end. Jubilee understands the true meaning of Christmas, and she gives her Christmas gifts away to Leech and Mariana. Wolverine finally feels a little bit of happiness because he was able to save Leech, and Storm gives up her leadership role over the Morlocks and gives it back to Callisto, which isn't going to change anything for them. But like I said, happy little episode. Hope you guys enjoyed a quick little rundown of this episode, and Merry Christmas. I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen to the Morlocks.